I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. Enter Bruce Lee.
I mean, that's Bruce Lee in a nutshell. Over and over and over, he did the same thing, and it shows in the technique because there's no wasted energy. There's no wasted movements. Everything he does with a purpose. He goes in there with an idea of what he's trying to accomplish, and he gets it done. Bruce Lee is the absolute best. Bruce Lee is the man.
His grappling, his takedown defense figure to be tested here tonight, but there aren't that many guys. All right, so here we are, the MMA leader back in London, England. It's amazing to think back to UFC 75 when the UFC first came to the UK. Now you're talking about 25 shows in the United Kingdom, but few markets as rabid about mixed martial arts as London.
And the moment you saw guys like Michael Bisping start to fight in the UFC, he seemed as though he was alone. Now there are a number of English fighters with dreams of headlining this arena.
Really making good use of his reach advantage there with that punch. Mixes it up nicely in terms of staying heavy and also staying active.
Oh, big punch land. Nice job of hiding that head kick. Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks.
Oh, he lands the Superman punch. How about it?
Head kick.
Just misses with the straight right.
Nice kick.
Oh, how about this kicking game on full display tonight?
Kicks back to back, just truly mixing up the target. Sight to behold. Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range. Beautiful body kick.
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman.
Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one?
Oh, nice offering there by Tony Ferguson. We'll see if he can follow it up here, champ.
I mean, he usually does. He does not let guys off the hook. Tony Ferguson is a guy that has a killer's mindset, and when he gets you hurt, he's looking to finish.
So 33 total strikes have now landed for El Cucuy, Tony Ferguson.
There's no give on that leg kick.
Oh, and he lands a punch there. Good connection by him on that.
Great connect, so fast, so accurate. Watch the ability to land anywhere.
All right, so a good job defensively by him here as he raises the guard and prevents any damage.
Shades of James Toney, always seeing things coming at him. He's such a great defensive fighter.
All right, so he lands a jab there. Pretty nicely done, DC.
You can really control a fight just knowing how to fight behind your jab. Oh, he hurt him bad with a jab.
Just over 2 minutes to go.
Great punch landed with so much power.
Oh, inside leg kick lands for him, DC. That was beautiful technique.
He's beating up both sides of the leg. A lot of times you see guys throwing outside kicks. He's switched it up now, and he's beating up the inside of his opponent's leg.
Clean with the right
hook. Big kick.
Ooh, blocks the shot. Oh, thought he might have had that head kick, but just out of range. Lee gets caught with that punch. Don't be afraid to get that head off the center line. Oh, body kick attempt here. It's no good.
Nice leg kick. These guys are going at it.
And both guys really throwing with authority.
You don't know when that leg kick's coming.
Well, we talked about that reach advantage as you see him land the straight punch there. Great job using his length in that situation. checks the leg kick. 45 seconds to go here in round one. And he landed the right hand there. Oh, that's a good strike there by Lí. 30 seconds to go in this one. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. All right, good job by him there to raise the guard and protect his head.
He's doing a good job of keeping the guard high, blocking his head, making sure he's not taking those damaging strikes up top.
Oh, and he tags him with the straight. Nice job there by Tony Ferguson. All right, a lot of high-level striking action in that last round. Daniel, take us through it if you will.
Tit for tat. Who has the best chin? It seemed as though they were looking for that answer. Both guys took risks. What a fantastic round.
All right, we'll see how it goes here in this next round. A high number of kicks landed there in the previous round, and at some point, these are going to really start to take their toll.
They do start to take an effect whenever you're taking kick after kick after kick, and watching him fight with that knowledge and that patience shows his fight IQ. That's a big strike right there. Powerful leg kick lands. Game of inches right there, boy. Wow. It was good night if that landed. Nice head kick.
Just misses with the left hook. Oh, tags him with the straight. Nice job there by Lí. Well, he's been pretty accurate tonight. He's landed some significant strikes, but his corner's looking for him to mix it up a little bit more and just throw more volume.
Because they don't see too much of a threat. This guy has to have confidence in knowing that when he extends his combinations, he's still safe, but he's also going to be able to land. He's got to be finding that confidence in his mind that all the reps in the training room are going to pay off.
Oh, and he connects with a punch there, DC. You gotta like what you're seeing thus far.
I mean, the speed at which he throws is crazy.
Ferguson's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swellings. Oh, nice job by him there to slip that offer. Oh, that couldn't have felt good as he lands the knee to the body. He's a tall fighter and is gonna have the size advantage against most opposition in this division. Strike to the body here. Instead, it's turned away by Ferguson.
Ooh, head kick lands. He's hurt.
And he caught the kick. And they separate.
You can really limit the mobility of your opponent with those leg kicks.
And just misses with that big right hand. Well, he has really picked up the pace here in round two. Much more aggressive than we saw in round one, and now starting to find himself in the pocket.
Nice looping punch. You gotta check these low leg kicks.
Man, he is so sound defensively. Nice job to raise the guard there.
It's the relaxation that allows him to see things coming and block most of the strikes that are coming at him. Look at the force behind that leg kick.
Oh, really using his reach advantage as he landed the jab there. Looked like he might have landed there. Instead, a swing and a miss by Lí. And now they are throwing both sides with conviction.
Beautiful kick.
Slips the punch nicely there. Lí's kick to the body is blocked. Man, look at that damage on the right side of his body. Starting to really bruise now.
Look at how he turns his hip into that leg kick.
Oh, nice job by him to get the knee to the target there, using his length exceptionally well tonight. So the unofficial numbers, they are good. 95 total strikes have now landed for Tony Ferguson. Not the most efficient performance, landing with 47% accuracy tonight against Tony Ferguson.
That one snuck in. Nice strike.
Oh, high-level defense there. The hook shot is blocked by Lí. A swing and a miss by Ferguson. Under a minute now to go, round 2. Head kick, that's a miss. Oh, tagged him with that right hand. What a strike that was.
What a strike that he is landing over and over again. His opponent will need to make some adjustments.
Man, looks like he's trying to set records here, landing all of these strikes. He is aggressive to a fault and really has been all night long as he continues to pour it on. Got to be careful here, though, not to gas out. Well, it's one thing to have length, it's another thing to use it, and he does it as well as anyone. Nice kick there by Lí. Oh, beautiful straight right hand. Ferguson's lower jaw very swollen now. Time to bite down on the mouthpiece and move forward. 10 seconds to go in the round.
Liver kick.
All right, round 3 coming up next. All right, let's now check out some of the action, DC. What a display of leg kicks in that last round.
He did a good job of identifying his approach in that round. He knew the leg kick would be open, and he took full advantage of it.
All right, next round is now underway. Previous round, not necessarily a tough act to follow. Pretty good, not good.
Pretty good round, but not the best round. Sometimes that's what you get when you have fighters that are so evenly matched. Way to hide that leg kick.
Oh, head kick blocked, though, by Tony Ferguson. Just missed on the front kick there. And he connects there with a punch, so pretty good striking display by him thus far.
He throws everything so straight and so accurate. Oh, big head kick.
Punches in bunches, and he hasn't really shown any signs of slowing down here tonight. I'm not sure how much more his opponent can take.
He loaded up on that right hand, too.
Got clipped with the right hand.
Nice straight punch. I mean, he's cutting down the sides with these beautiful leg kicks.
Oh, man, that left side is getting beat up now. Look at the redness there. Well, straight right hand has been a good weapon for him. He misses with it there.
It's very tricky when he throws that body kick.
Spinning back fist. Didn't see that one coming. Oh, and he connects there. His hands look good tonight.
So fast. I mean, this guy has tremendous hand speed.
Good series of strikes for him there, staying busy and staying accurate.
I mean, the accuracy is unbelievable.
Ferguson gets hit by that kick to the midsection. You gotta do better defensively. Just unable to quite find that range. Oh, he lands that teep. Well, it's all pace and pressure down the stretch. He is really lighting them up now. Lands with a right hand. Oh, nice slip there. It sounds simple, right? Hit and don't get hit, but this guy's defense has been sharp tonight.
Cat and mouse. You got to play cat and mouse. Hit, don't get hit. He does a great job of that.
Oh, Superman punch is good. You can tell he's been working on that.
Big kick lands.
El Kukui gets caught by that straight punch. His defense has abandoned him tonight.
Look at him working at trying to shut the liver down. Good punch lands.
Hands higher, hands higher.
There's no tell on that leg kick. Over and over, he's landed these big body kicks.
Lands the right hand. Just out of range with that right hook. Oh, that's a good right hand. Lí gets hit with a kick here. Let's see how he responds. Nice defense there, huge block.
Nice punch lands over the top.
Kick to the body by Lí.
That right hand hurt him a little bit. He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks. Look at the turnover in that kick.
Some nice back and forth action here.
Big body kick lands.
Oh, and he continues to pour it on. We mentioned earlier the aggression with his striking. Got to be careful to not gas out here, but at least you have to admire the approach. All right, so a nice job there defensively to raise the guard and prevent any damage.
Those hands never leave where they're supposed to be, and if you do that, most times you will block a shot that's incoming.
Just misses there with the left. Lands another huge knee there as the taller fighter uses his length well yet again.
Straight punch lands. Big liver kick lands under the elbow.
That's 3 rounds in the can. We're headed to the championship rounds. All right, a lot of high-level highlights from that last round. DC, take us through the replay.
If he fought like this, I would be comfortable entering him into a K1 level kickboxing competition. He's that good at finding and landing those kicks at will. He needs to continue to do this as the fight goes on.
All right, so back-to-back entertaining rounds. We'll see how it goes in this round. We'll see which corner sort of maximize those 60 seconds on the screen.
This is what happens in very skilled, very evenly matched fighters coming together. Nobody has really taken a lead in this fight. Let's see who does it going into the next round.
Well, not only has he stayed aggressive as he was in the previous round, landing a high volume of strikes, but he's also been efficient, not just with his strikes, but also with his body movement. Complete performance out of this fighter here tonight.
Nice sneaky head kick.
Ooh, nice slip there to avoid the punch by Ferguson. He can truly do it all.
Liver kick, if you take those kicks, it's gonna shut your body off.
Effective punch there by Lí.
Beautiful body kick lands right under the elbow.
Can't take too much more pressure.
Just missed with the left there.
Stay sharp.
The left punch is true, now the right hand. Back and forth we go!
Get those combinations going. Move those hands.
Nice body kick. Big punch land. Ooh.
Well, at this point, he's got to be way up on the judges' scorecards, clearly winning the fight, and largely has gotten it done with his striking tonight.
He got it done with his strike. He fought well behind the jab, but it was significant strikes that really did make an impact on the judges' minds.
Oh, and he gets tagged. Beautiful combination there, and I'm not sure how many more of those power shots he can take, honestly.
The night is almost over. If you keep getting hit with punches like this, you are going to sleep. Look at the whip action that comes from him throwing that kick.
Huge block there.
First down.
Look at the angle of that nice body kick.
Visibly limping here.
Nice punch lands.
Punches and punches, punches and punches.
Oh, and he tags him with the straight. Beautifully placed there by Lí. Splits the guard, lands the right hand.
Stay in control. Relax. Start looking for your shots.
Lunges forward with a left there.
Big kick lands.
Here we go. Here we go. Nice, baby. Here we go.
Lí's overhand punch to the head doesn't get to the target. He telegraphed that one, and it gets blocked.
Keep your hands up for me. Come on now. Let's move. Let's recompose.
Just over 2 minutes to go in the round.
You got this. Come on.
Look at him drive his shin into his opponent's body with that body kick.
Let's get going now.
Beautiful leg kick thrown.
Oh, he's got it going now. Nice connection there, DC.
Another punch landed.
Pretty good right hand.
It's such a fast leg kick.
This fight's gonna be over, DC.
What a great way of mixing up his attack. He didn't stay the course. He mixed it up. He went high with his opponent, but he was going low, and now he's got him hurt very badly.
Oh, effective strike there by Ferguson. He can truly do it all. Superman punch lands! Man, look at the size of that bruising on his body. Oh. That is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh, man. I think you jumped out of your seat a little bit after that kick.
Oh, I did, because I have times where I've been kicked like that. And I'm going to tell you one thing. It does not feel good.
Nice punch there by Ferguson. Oh, man, his leg kicks are outstanding, and you saw a great example of that just there.
And you see his opponent starting to slow down. He cannot take many of those kicks.
Back to the left hand now, unable to connect. Lee gets caught by that straight punch. That'll get his attention. Man, look what that one body shot did.
That shows you the power and the placement. It was placed perfectly, and now he's got his opponent hurt.
And what a round! Well, he had a lot more than a puncher's chance coming in. Big knockdown for him in the previous round. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He got in his opponent's face, landed that big punch that put his opponent flat on his back. He couldn't get the finish, but if he lands one more time just like that, he will get the victory.
Fifth and final round. And he connects there, DC.
Great job landing that punch.
Oh, caught him flush with the head kick.
What a kick by this young man. He does a great job of disguising that technique, and before you know it, boom, he lands.
Misses with that punch.
Let your hands go. Let those hands go.
He's able to slip the left.
Keep your hands up. Use your footwork. It's okay. Use your footwork.
Well, he's doing a nice job here blocking these shots. The chin is tucked, the hands are high. Pretty good job defensively thus far.
Great job defensively. He's seeing everything coming.
Oh, beautiful counter with the punch there, and certainly making good use of what is an obvious edge and reach. Oh, that's a beautiful kick right there. I don't know if you've ever been kicked by a mule. Probably feels something like that.
It has to. This guy is landing this kick with so much force. Big body kick.
Relax, relax. Keep your hands up for me now.
Oh, nice knee to the body. Strong to quite strong there.
Go. Time to let those hands go.
That was a thudding leg kick.
Relax, relax.
Nice punch by Lee. He's got a huge strike right there. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot that he landed. Great job.
All right, well, fatigue is certainly a factor here down the stretch. He is losing the fight. He is completely out of gas.
I mean, he's been outclassed. He's taken so much damage. He threw everything he could to try to survive, but now he's completely out of air, and it's only a matter of time.
Ferguson gets touched by that kick there. Able to check the high kick. Oh, picture perfect body shot there. He says.
Unbelievable. That shot landed perfectly, and now he's got his opponent hurt.
Trying to establish that jab once again. Body kick now by Lí.
Can't take any of those. You better check.
2 minutes now to go in the fight.
Beautiful body kick. Big head kick.
Spinning back fist.
Nice leg kick lands.
Just missing on the uppercut there.
Great punch.
And he lands that side kick. Timely defense there. Huge block for him.
Come on, bud. Let's get those hands working now.
And he's looking for that left hand, just missed. Oh, and he caught the kick.
Need you to breathe. Second base.
All right, less than a minute to go now in this 5th and final round. El Cuckoo, he gets caught with that punch. His chin is held up thus far. Got to shore up the defense here, though. Trying to establish that jab. Oh, yes, it is a lost art in mixed martial arts. Not just the jab. Oh! Action there!
He landed it perfectly. Perfect placement. Perfect position. What a huge blow in a big moment in this fight.
Hands up.
Beautiful strike.
And both fighters exchange in the pocket.
Put your hands up higher. Come on.
Hook to the body here, blocked by Ferguson.
Big leg kick land.
Oh, and he caught the kick. What a fight! All right, so the fight goes the distance. We'll take a look back at the action, but should go his way given all he got done in the striking game.
Yeah, he did a great job of landing at will, mixing up the target, doing everything that he's become known for in order to cruise to a very good decision. I know he didn't get the finish that he wanted so bad coming in here tonight, but he had a phenomenal performance, and he showed that he's one of the best fighters in the world.